So, about 9 months ago, I created a video entitled just Commercially Viable and Nothing Else. In it, I essentially speculate about the latest way in which YouTube is wrecking their own site. On the premise, YouTube seemed to be announcing that they would be terminating channels for not making enough money, along with the Made for Kids system. It's been about 9 months, so where are we now? First of all, I think I overreacted a lot in my video. I somewhat unintentionally fearmonger and speculate out of proportion. And I do think I somewhat learned my lesson for this. Back when the whole leaked code thing was happening in late April, you'll notice I did not make a video saying not to play TF2 because I was the one guy to step back and take a closer look. Yes, it does somewhat show when something big can turn out to be nothing. YouTube denied that their intention was to terminate channels that don't make money in one of their creator insider videos or whatever. However, I still think the wording here is a bit sneaky, as we all know Susan likes to do. So, what actually has changed as a result of the Made for Kids policies? Well, first of all, if you try to watch a video that is obviously made for kids, you won't be able to comment on it. But other than that, nothing. At least for us. YouTube has to stop its filthy tracking on said videos, though. And about the whole $42,000 thing, by the way, the idea with that is essentially that if you set your video to be not made for kids, but the government decides it actually is made for kids, then they fine you $42,000 per video for lying. Well, first of all, it's not that they'll fine you $42,000, it's that they'll fine you up to $42,000, which essentially makes it the maximum fine, while most will be much less. Also, I myself haven't heard of a single case of this fine actually being given out. I think they're just reserving the right in case they need to use it. Even videos that are somewhat borderline on whether or not they're made for kids are still able to get away with making them not for kids. Another thing that was raised is people who try to jump ship from YouTube onto another platform. Well, first of all, that's not as easy as it sounds. There's a lot of different platforms that have tried to go like this, and they're all millions of times smaller than YouTube. I myself chose BitChute, and I've been uploading all my videos there 24 hours before YouTube. However, I am becoming increasingly frustrated with the platform. They don't support FLV files, meaning I have to export my videos to MP4 or AVI, making them take longer to process on YouTube as they aren't streamable formats. The processing can also quote crash unquote at certain parts. Some of my longer videos like music loops have been processing for multiple weeks now, and I think they'll be like that forever as it seems to have just crashed entirely. In fact, I find it much easier to just use YouTube. That said, I will continue bearing with it for now as I don't anticipate YouTube going into positive direction. If you have any alternatives in mind, I would definitely be interested in hearing them in the comments. I hope this serves as a result of COPPA, and I hope everyone survives the 2020 apocalypse. Stay safe, guys.